This is Rick with a Blessed to Teach show, a real abbreviated one here during my conference. I'm in a 2-day conference, as you guys know, including working dinners. In fact, I'm supposed to be at a dinner right now, but I couldn't help but come on during the IG report being actually released and Durham coming on and confirming that there is going to be pain. Since he's the man with the handcuffs, he's the man who's disagreeing with the conclusion Horowitz came to. But the Horowitz findings is just, I think, part of the plan, right? So how can you argue with that? And so it's quite fun to kind of dig into here. So, hey, Jamie Alexander, thanks for being on. I know there's only a few people. I'm only going to do probably around a 10 or 15-minute video as I've got to get to dinner. Again, it's already started. I see Lewis from New Zealand. Thank you, Ken from New Zealand. Wow, we got 2 people from New Zealand on. That's kind of funny. I guess it's a little better time for you guys when it's 6:36 p.m. versus my normal time. But David from California as well. SoCal, Cali GB on. Thank you guys for being on. We're going to go over some things just real quick. As I'm going through this and just looking through everything, it was kind of fun to see. Obviously, no new Q post as of yet. As I look at both of these, it's still the 3666, which is Adam Schiff linked to the Mossad. I thought it was fun having 666 at the end there, and you had the Mossad and Adam Schiff there. Because you know who they're worshiping. Well, here's more aircraft flying over my hotel. There's been a lot of that movement of aircraft, I believe, going on. That is really low and loud, and we're not by the airport here where I am. I'm not going to talk about where I am right now based on everything that's going on right now, but it looks like the full-fledged, attack of the deep state may not be happening. That is incredibly loud. It's the second time this has happened today here in a downtown area. But anyway, I am at a conference. Apologize not having my regular old equipment. Imagine that the sound is still working, but probably not as great as usual as in the studio. But let's keep on rolling here. If you looked at some of these, oh my goodness, we've got the wrong browser up. Let's bring this browser up. This is the browser I want. I just have a bunch of tweets that I just retweeted, so I thought that'd be a good place for me to start. And this is a funny one. Frosty the snow job. We still see that happening where Schiff is doing his snow job now with Nadler in the judiciary now of the House. Here we have Praying Medic talking about another Q-proof found in the IG report. I'm not sure if you guys saw this, but Praying Medic is actually talking about how if you actually look at the full report and he's kind of scrolling through it here in a minute and 55, so he scrolls through it. But if you go to the very end of it, go to the last page of the IG report, select the text for the OIG report right here, and you will actually get oiq.justice.qov/hotline. They put Q's versus V's in there. Coincidence? Q. So justice is coming, guys. Justice is coming, and Q on both sides of justice. I thought that was beautiful. Yes. And if I go back and look at some more of these Twitter things, we just saw amazing things. Here's Mark Meadows. I see James Comey has a victory lap. Op-ed out, making it clear he didn't read the report, which is at least consistent with his management style of apparently not reading FISA applications. Thank Ward Roberts. The Durham investigation and Giuliani investigation is freaking out the deep state, and the media pain is coming. That's exactly right, Ward. Dan Bogino. Don't miss my appearance on Sean Hannity's show tonight. I'm going to be busy, unfortunately, with this conference, but I'll catch it later. Where we'll be addressing today's explosive news. So again, at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Bongino will be on there, I'm sure, with John Solomon, etc. So that'll be kind of fun to see. Here's Sean Davis saying, James Comey is the most corrupt, duplicitous, dishonest individual to ever serve as director of the FBI. He is a liar, a leaker, and a disgrace. Here's John Solomon saying, just how bad was the FBI Russia FISA? 51 violations and 9 false statements, the appendix shows. So make sure you're following John Solomon because he does a real good job on really showing the truth versus the fake news that you're going to see all over. So the mainstream media, this is a perfect time to show your blue pill friends the deception going on. show them the Epic Times, show them John Solomon, and then show them how the mainstream media is reporting on this. Right? So just because, and I think this is probably part of the trying to give the deep state a little bit of breathing room so that they can't use as much as maybe their staged incidents and creating chaos with Antifa and everything. Who knows? Making it harder because they blew 7. I mean, we know what is it? 6 and D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6. All of those shootings happening, potentially all MK Ultra events, right? Again, their ammunition is limited. Good evening, Patriots. That's queued up. So here goes. Here's me saying Antifa burns a U.S. flag and holds up a communist flag and disrespects police just like a Nazi brown shirts have done. Dark to light. And this Andy No, who got beat up by Antifa, right? Over the weekend, Antifa Black Bloc militants protested in Seattle against pro-Trump march. They attempted to ignite a flag. It was put out by the police, causing them to rage. An Antifa woman tried to charge at police to fight, but was knocked down. So here's a little 2-minute video. I'm not going to show the whole thing, but it's funny how the cop puts it out right away at the beginning. And they just start swearing and using bad language. That's why I have the sound off, because I just don't want to hear a bunch of Antifa people swearing and disrespecting police. And a little bit later, you'll see this lady, just a bunch of swearing. So after they've successfully destroyed the American flag, you'll see that they go to come on, puppy, show me. Here it is. So did you see these 2 bikes here? And so this is a kind of a bike keeping the Trump supporters, I think, probably safe is what's going on. And this is the girl that's going to basically try to break the border. And she just got thrown on her butt, right? And so here they are just yelling, screaming, and swearing at the police. And then they'll hold up a communist flag here. There they go. So while all the Trump supporters are holding the American flag, you have got them holding up a communist flag. And they even talked about the Soviet Union, yelling Soviet Union stuff. So it's like these guys are sick. That's all it is. Madeline Anderson, nice to see you. First day of many damning reports is here. Justice is coming. Thanks, Rick. That's right, Madeline. Thank you so much. It's pretty awesome to see what's going on here. Here's Maria Bartiromo, even though she's CFR, right, the Council of Foreign Relations. She's been doing a great job reporting. And here she says, spot on. The Horowitz report confirms that the Bureau deceived FISA judges with the Steele dossier. More tomorrow. So, and again, there's a lot of reports. Obviously, if you read the fake news media, you're just going to see absolute lies everywhere. Only focused on the fact that Horowitz made a conclusion that they wasn't biased, and that was okay to start the investigation. And one of the articles talked about that's like saying that the captain of the Titanic was okay to start the trip, right? But he wasn't. But look at what happened with all the icebergs, etc. Right? He kept going full blast. He kept doing stupid things in the dark, all that type of things. So they had all kinds of icebergs showing them that they had exculpatory evidence, and they should have stopped the investigation, even if they started on the thinnest of margins, as you saw with what William Barr talked about. Here's Bill Mitchell saying, any liberals who are excited about the Horowitz report need to read the statements from Barr and Durham, who basically say, thanks, Horowitz, we disagree, we'll take it from here. But remember, it's the findings is the most important part of this IG report. They did not want that to come out. Many areas, even Horowitz wanted to have actually blocked out and kept from everybody. But I think Barr said, nope, we are going to show all this unredacted. So the redaction of the recommendations from Horowitz was rejected. So even though he was stupid enough to, again, he's an Obama appointee, Democratic donor, and just to have him document and all that, they cannot argue with the facts of what they're unleashing. That's part of the strategy here. You can't say anything about partisanship in the IG report at all. In fact, it's ridiculously saying things as a conclusion that aren't facts. But it doesn't matter because they have no backbone and can't arrest anyone anyway. Inspector General finds 17 significant errors in applications for spying in the Trump campaign. Again, that's a pretty nice title when we know that that we have 50 plus, I think is what we're going to hear on Hannity tonight, right? Here's U.S. Attorney Durham slaps down IG report. And John Durham issues a statement saying he does not agree with the IG report. And so this is a pretty good article, by the way, that just really goes into exactly what he said. And he basically saying he can only look internally. I get to look at all this other stuff, right? So here's a statement from Durham right here. The official statement says, I have the utmost respect for the mission of the Office of Inspector General and the comprehensive work that went into the report prepared by Mr. Horowitz and his staff. However, our investigation is not limited to developing information from within component parts of the Justice Department. Our investigation has included developing information from the other personas and entities, both in the U.S. and outside the U.S., based on evidence collected to date. And while our investigation is ongoing, last month we advised the Inspector General that we do not agree with some of the report's conclusions as to predication and how the FBI case was opened. And then we had William Barr come and say, slam the FBI as well, saying that you just can't start things for such thin reasons. And I think that's good. That's good. Hey, I did want to get a quick sponsor in to let you know, and it's my virtual shield, right? It's so easy to use. It's fast, as well as it doesn't keep logs. It's a great place to really make sure you have safety. And so on a recent episode of Dr. Phil show, a man whose smart device was hacked says it has changed everything for him and his wife. The hackers were able to collect information on the family through the deep web, which led to them to their personal email, which led them to their home video security databases where the hackers could spy on their every move. No family should have to deal with this type of situation, for it has changed this family's perspective on life forever. One of the best things you can do to protect your personal phone and internet data is to sign up for the free 30-day trial of virtualshield.com. So all you do is you just go to virtualshield.com. You come down right here to get started, and right away you can go to the family plan or your individual plan. If you go to Protect Myself, you get 30 days for free, and then you move into a $4.99 per month plan, which is a great deal for that 2-year plan. And I've got a better deal, though. Look at that $4.99 plan. If you want to get started right away with me, just do virtualshield.com/blessed. Again, virtualshield.com/blessed. And you will be able to get that same plan for $349. And you do need to do this all in advance, and you don't get the 30-day trial. But your choice on what you want to do there, but it's a great deal. But Virtual Shield is offering a holiday special of 30% off all VPN plans and all premium add-ons, including Protection Plus, residential access, and VIP performance plans for as low as a cup of coffee. Sign up for a free 30-day trial of Virtual Shield VPN and see what the hype is about. You have nothing to lose. All right, it's getting late for me. I'm going to have to go here in just a second, but I wanted to show you a couple other cool things. I could go on for another hour about all the fun stuff, but look at this. I finally get it. The purpose of this hearing is to show the massive corruption and irreparable breakdown of our government, which will ultimately lead to the restoration of the republic. What we've learned so far: the FBI is corrupt, the CIA is corrupt, the DOJ is corrupt, the executive branch, until President Trump, has been corrupt for some time. There are still deep state operatives within. The judicial branch is loaded with paid off and compromised judges on every level. Most congressmen and women are either paid off, compromised, or blackmailed. Many are perverts. DC lobbyist is corrupt. Our government is heavily controlled by foreign influence. The State Department has worked with the corrupt CIA to commit horrific crimes: Benghazi, Fast and Furious, Haiti, etc. The deep state regime change in Libya, Ukraine, Venezuela, etc. Attempt in Turkey. Cover up 9/11. Murrah Boulevard. And we got the Murrah building, Uranium One, Ukraine, corruption. I think that was must be Building 7 they're talking about, I'm not sure. Obama, Bush, Clinton, Biden, Kerry, Romney, McCain, Pelosi, Feinstein. Crimes against this country, massive crimes against children. President Trump said it is transferring power back to Washington, D.C., and giving it back to the American people. You can finish up that yourself. I'm sorry I don't have time, but I'll put these in the show notes again. Every time Pelosi points to her bullet bracelet, we have a shooting. We showed you this last time, right? On October 15th, she did in Puerto Rico, in a mass shooting the next day. And on December 5th, she shakes it at the cameras, and the next day a Navy base is shot up. Coincidence? That is not a coincidence, guys. That is some scary stuff is what it is. It's like, wow, what is going on with this? And then we see here, did Donald Trump just say plus, plus, plus on live TV? Wow. Let's listen to this right here real quick. I think, I know it's late to be doing this, but I think I forgot to send this on multi-view. Yep, I got to go to aggregated devices there so you guys can actually hear this. Here we go.
And what they would have done if I didn't make a certain move that was a very important move, because it would have been even worse if that's possible. And they might have been able to succeed. This was an overthrow of government. This was an attempted overthrow, and a lot of people were in on it, and they got caught.
Listen to this.
They got caught red-handed. And I look forward to the Durham report, which is coming out in the not-too-distant future. It's got his own information, which is this information plus, plus, plus. And
that's information plus, plus, plus. That kind of is a key reference there, isn't it? That is kind of awesome. And then we just keep more things are coming out, like Clinton Foundation staffers have come forward with hundreds of pages of evidence. This just came out again. So we are seeing everything start to happen. Hey guys, this might be the last video you ever see here, if depending on how fast YouTube gets, right? On their completely corrupt method of trying to take accounts out. So what they've done is they are saying that they've demonetized us all, right? All the Christian patriots or anybody talking about Q, and now they are basically saying, hey, if we're not profitable with you, then you're not financially feasible. We have the right to cancel you. When I know I'm financially feasible because I have sponsors like Virtual Shield I just talked about and Noble Gold, etc. that you guys buy, they love you. And YouTube could be getting that money, but they've decided to forfeit it to try to censor us, which has successfully worked in many cases. As on 60 Minutes, the CEO of YouTube, Wazicki, right, actually said that she's been able to decrease 75 to 85% of people seeing Q videos that they're actually seeing mainstream media. So they basically are getting propagandized right now. So what I'm asking you to do is go to BitChute. See, BITCHUTE. So if I get knocked off here tomorrow, you'll be able to find me. The link's down below in this video. You need to go create an account in BitChute. That's where we're all going. BITCHUTE. I know it's easy to stay on YouTube. I'm guilty of it as well, where I don't follow people like Dick Morris who goes off the platform. But right now, you guys, I'm asking you and begging you please get yourself a BitChute account and start weaning yourself off YouTube. It's one of the worst platforms there'll ever be once they exercise and take all the truthers out. There's only going to be controlled opposition left. So go to bitchute.com, see the link down below for my channel. But again, I just need you to create a account there. That's where you're going to find all the truthers. Lastly, you'll find my show notes here at blessed2teach.com with the number 2. This is also another place you can get a hold of me after, if this is the last video. Now I think likely they'll do it in stages. I'll be one of the first because I make the manual review every one of my videos, and so I could be one of the first stages to go out. But another way, the way you're going to see my live videos is going to be on the Zoom platform here in Backstage, as you know. And we still have the Christmas sale going on there. It's a 30% off. But you get 4 things on this. And so you get Backstage with Blessed to Teach, which means you can come on live 5 minutes before and 5 minutes after the shows when I'm in studio, right? And then, but you can also see the recording of that. So you don't have to be there live for that. That's what these recordings would be here. But you also get Searchy. Listen to this video when you get a chance. And it's an awesome platform. I'll show you it just real quickly. And then and again, this is all at the bottom of the stages where you'd sign up. Either a yearly cost, divide that by 12, it's not that much. And again, you get 30% off here, and you get 30% of 30% off if you do pay for the year. And a 30-day free trial. So you can try this for absolute free. I don't mind anybody that tries it, and if you don't like it, just cancel. It's not that big of a deal. Free 30-day trial. Join me there. This is where that may be the only place I am, plus BitChute. So my free videos will be on BitChute, right? But it won't be live. My live, the Searchy, as well as Gene's exclusive content will all be here. Gene's going to be doing this 4 Pillars of Satan probably next week. And let me show you one other thing real quickly before I go to I'm supposed to be there at 6:30 at 6:55 here. So, but let me show you just a couple of things that I think might be interesting to you. Is if I go into this product right here, this is the Backstage with Blessed Teach once you buy, right? And you'll be able to see a live backstage pass where you can go to the Zoom platform and see me live 5 minutes before, 5 minutes after the show, right? But you also have exclusive content here. And you can see the categories. You get Backstage with Blessed Teach videos. This is where you'll see all my videos just like normal. Like here's all the videos, December 1st, November 30th, and all, and all the way up to December 3rd, where you get to see and you'll be able to see everything. And then you also have exclusive content here, where you'll see exclusive content. There's Antarctica Part 2 that Gene did, Antarctica Part 1. You'll see a 3-minute conversation with Mark, who confirmed the underground spiritual war with me after the show. This is all exclusive content. Gene did the whole Dumbs, the Part 2 of Dumbs on here. My son did a red pilling with Josh on his 9 points of how to red pill. He's the one that red pilled me. He was 17. He's now 21-year-old. So these are all exclusive content. We'll have a couple of those every month that comes out. But probably the best thing is this Searchy, where you can actually, I'm not sure how good the hotel's connection is here, but this is a whole other platform, much better than the search engine at YouTube, where you can search anything you want. Like you can search for instant things like a Gene decode, for instance, if you want to search that, and boom, it shows you all these videos where I said the word Gene decode. You cannot get that on YouTube. This is much better. Look how, so it shows you the October 31st, September 27th, exactly when I said it. So if I click to this, it's going to go to 3851 of that video.
You want to,
and it starts playing that.
Decode or an SB2 decode. You can search on all these terms, as well as red pilling friends, sharing the Lord with people, etc.
You can see how cool that is. And then you can keep going to these different ones until you do that. And you can search any term you want to and find exactly where I said that thing. And here I say the word decode twice on this one. So you go to 1911. It's going to go to 1911 that video immediately.
I haven't been able to get to for quite a while because of all the stuff I've had with the Gene decodes and all the stuff with the SB2 decodes.
See how I said exactly. So it basically decodes all my words and makes it searchable. So I put a lot of money into this platform because I knew this YouTube thing was coming, right? So join me Backstage, free for 30 days. If you don't like it, that's not big of a deal. Even if you can't afford it, just try it. Go ahead. At least you'll be able to keep track of me. So get to BitChute. Go join me Backstage for free for the next 30 days, and we'll get through this whole YouTube thing as we move to different platforms. God bless you guys. And let me say a quick prayer because I have got to get to dinner. Heavenly Father, just thank you so much for the truth coming out in the IG report, Lord, about all the corruption, Lord. And we just pray that the deception that the IG did of saying that there was not bias and that it was okay to start this investigation. We know that's not true. And Durham and Barr has made sure they know that, Lord. We just pray that the real truth is completely revealed eventually here. We know this is part of the rollout plan, and we're trusting the plan and trusting you, Lord. Lord, let us know how we can be part of this movement. I'm so excited about this. And please bless each person that listens to my voice right now and their families. Let them have an awesome Christmas season. And we say these things in the mighty name of Jesus Christ. Amen. All right, guys. Sorry for the sound and everything we have here, but I wanted to just kind of wrap up with this right here. Look at this. Pain. Durham says it's coming. This is the Blessed Teach Show, a shortened version on Monday, December 9th. God bless you guys. Love you and talk to you next time.